Vampire Stories. Today I will tell you the legend of the Viking vampire. In the distant northern lands, where the seas roared with the fury of the gods, and the Vikings sought their glory among the waves, a fearsome legend was forged that would endure throughout the centuries. In the days of antiquity, when coastal villages feared Viking raids, a vampire of Norse origin known as the Scarlet Hunter sailed the seas. The Scarlet Hunter was said to be a fierce Viking warrior in life, a jarl of noble lineage and feared in battle. However, his destiny took a dark turn when, on a distant expedition, he and his crew were surprised by a supernatural storm that cast them into a haunted sea. Stranded in a cursed land, the jarl and his men faced a creature of the night, an ancient vampire seeking immortal companionship. Subscribe and like so we can make more content like this. Thank you. The vampire, thirsty for blood and power, cursed the jarl and his men, transforming them into creatures of darkness. But, rather than be enslaved by the curse, the jarl embraced his new nature, and swore vengeance against those who dared defy his people. Emerging from the shadows like a Viking specter, the now vampire was dyed scarlet red with the blood of his enemies, and adopted the name, the Scarlet Hunter. His ship, known as the Claw of Night, was built from wood from cursed trees that grew in the Forbidden Land. Red sails, dyed with the blood of mystical beasts, waved ominously in the northern seas. The crew of the Scarlet Hunter, composed of undead Vikings and enchanted sea creatures, set sail in search of conquest and revenge. The legend of the Scarlet Hunter spread like the north wind, reaching the ears of kingdoms and villages alike. The stories told how the Viking vampire attacked in the darkness, landing on the shores and leaving a trail of destruction in his wake. His sword, forged in the forge of a forgotten god, cut through armor like paper. In his raids, the Scarlet Hunter was said to not only feed on the blood of his victims, but also search for hidden artifacts and treasures that had been buried with those who dared defy the gods. His endless quest brought him face to face with mythological creatures, fallen gods, and dark sorcerers who sought to stop his relentless advance. The legend of the Viking vampire endured through the ages, reminding generations to come that, even among the most fearless warriors, darkness could find a way. The Claw of Night, with its crimson sail, became a feared symbol that haunted the dreams of those who ventured into the Nordic waters, where the Scarlet Hunter still lurked in the gloom of eternity. The exploits of the Scarlet Hunter continued to echo across the northern seas, fueling fear and fascination among the Vikings and those who ventured into the ocean. His bloodlust and thirst for revenge were said to be unquenchable, and many claimed that he possessed knowledge of ancient rituals that granted him supernatural abilities. As the legend grew, so did the Scarlet Hunter's list of enemies. Entire kingdoms joined forces to confront him, sending fleets and brave warriors in search of him. However, the Viking vampire seemed to slip away into the shadows, leaving behind devastated cities and macabre legends. The Scarlet Hunter was said to have established his lair on a lost island, shrouded in magical mist and guarded by sea creatures that obeyed his commands. Those who tried to find his hiding place encountered supernatural storms and treacherous sea currents, as if the gods themselves protected the Viking vampire from discovery. The Scarlet Hunter's quest was not limited to just the thirst for blood and treasure. It was rumored that, in his desire to defy the gods, he sought ancient artifacts that could grant him even more power. Legends told of a lost relic, a fragment of the spear of a fallen god, that would grant the Scarlet Hunter control over the forces of nature. As stories became intertwined with reality, some bold adventurers and vampire hunters swore to end the Scarlet Slayer's reign. They embarked on dangerous journeys, following the clues of their trail of destruction and confronting the supernatural creatures that protected their lair. The legend of the Viking vampire persisted, weaving into Viking culture and songs. The red sails of the Knight's Claw continued to wave in the blackness of the night, and the Scarlet Hunter became a symbol of the darkness that lurked in the wildest hearts of the North. His legend, like the waves of the sea, continued to crash upon the shores of history, reminding all that even the most formidable warriors could be consumed by the shadows of eternity. See you in the dark.